Aloha, I'm Tara. Welcome to Live Yoga Channel, where we share with you live yoga classes and yogic practices for a healthy, vibrant lifestyle. Today, on Tuesday, I take over the channel for Tune In Tuesdays with Tara, and for now, we'll do a half an hour of chair yoga. So that we can share that yoga is accessible for everybody, no matter the age, no matter how tight and sore you might be. Maybe you have injuries. I brought my little bell today. And then at noon today, we'll do a Trust Your Guts Club, where we'll talk about all things digestive health and wellness. So happy to get started. I appreciate you taking some time with me to tend to you. So let me get settled here, and note that I just am using a regular chair. We can work with whatever you have. My request is that you take your shoes off so that you can really feel your feet and stretch your feet as well. I'm going to move this back a little bit so that you can see my feet as well. There we go. All right. So, okay. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable position on your chair so that your butt is closer towards the front, yet you don't feel like you're falling off. And then I want your feet flat on the ground, about hips distance apart. Go ahead and roll those shoulders up and back. As you inhale, take your arms out wide, stretch through the fingertips. Maybe roll the head from side to side slowly. Drop the chin into the chest. And then take the arms up overhead and bring the energy back down through center. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. This half an hour is going to fly by. You'll be back to work in no time. But what I want you to do is bring your hands together. Rub those hands together. Build some heat, some energy, some prana. In Hawaii, we call it mana. So go ahead and build heat. And then take your right palm and cup it over your right eye. Take your left palm and cup it over your left eye. Let the breath go gently through the nostrils. See that you can try to not let any light in. Relax the face. Breathe slowly. We're bringing healing energy to these eyes, especially because we spend so much time staring at these screens. Bringing healing energy to the eyes, healthy eyes. And then from there, let's go ahead and use your fingertips and your thumbs. Let's begin to massage our cheeks, our jaws. And good thing, nobody's watching you. You're at home in your living room or you're at the office. Go ahead and make a funny face, stretch out your jaw, massage, make sure you get around those temples, making circular motions one way and then the other. Go ahead and get your forehead. And then move to the top of your head. The back of your head and neck. Use those thumbs down there behind your ears. Make sure you're doing long, deep breaths while you're doing this. Let's spend some time. Massage the base of the skull, the top of the neck. And then go ahead with your, make pinching claws like a crab and just grab on to those tendons and all the muscles down the neck. Move back to the jaw and cheeks if you'd like, especially where the jaws come together. And sometimes when we're stressed, for me, I can then to like grip in the back of my mouth, and it causes strain. You're moving back down the neck, get into those shoulders, upper back. Should feel really good. Appreciating you taking this time for you, and that you're able to self-massage and relieve subtle tension in the body. Head, neck, and shoulders is where we tend to hold a lot of our stress. In body psychology, Louise Hayes reminds us that this is how we sometimes like carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. Go ahead and release your hands, roll the shoulders up and down your back a few times. Big circles here. And then go forward the other way. I like a pretty shot. Next, let's go to these beautiful hands and fingers. Let's go ahead and interlace the hands. Stretch out the palms towards me. And then inhale, take those arms up overhead as much as you can. If you find yourself right here, that's fine. Go ahead and close your eyes and breathe long and slowly. If you can bring your arms up so that your biceps are parallel to the ears, do that only if there's no strain in the face. Press those palms up towards the ceiling. Feel your feet flat on the ground beneath you. And as you inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, lean towards your right side. If it feels comfortable to you to look up past your left arm towards the ceiling and bring that right armpit slightly more forward than the left, do so. We're getting a lot of space and creating opening all along these side ribs that don't get a lot of attention in our day-to-day. Come back to center. And then we'll go the other side, noting that we may feel more tight, more flexible on this side, and that changes from day to day. It's so okay. Breathing here. Dropping the ear, left ear towards the left shoulder. Take that chin up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Long, slow breaths. In through the nose. Exhale either through the nose or gently through the mouth. Long and slow. Come back up through center. Let your arms come back down. Place your palms facing up on your thighs. Tilt your chin down ever so slightly. Close the eyes and take 3 rounds of slow, long, deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Notice any tingling sensations around the head, neck, and shoulders. Lightness in the side ribs. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let's take our thumb. We'll take our thumb to our right hand. Let me come here. We're just going to massage in and around, those texting thumbs, those mobile phone thumbs. Go ahead and get in there. Use the strength of your thumb to massage all the pads, all 4 corners of your hand. And then move to each finger, giving each finger and each of the joints some attention. Stretch out each finger with appreciation for having 10 toes and 10 fingers. Just in these few moments, bringing gratitude and honoring our fingers, our hands, picking up things and calling our loved ones easy and possible. Thank you, hands. And then take that thumb and come down the wrist, in between those big tendons. Go ahead and massage the wrist. Make circles with your wrist one way, then the other. Massage all the way down that forearm, the front side. Maybe about 10 years ago, I started noticing when I'd have long days on the computer, I felt sore in here afterwards. So the self-massage, powerful tool. Shake out the hands. And let's go ahead and move to the left hand. Starting with that thumb. Appreciating you for taking the time to take a break from your powerful work day and join me to practice in self-care, stress relief, building, contributing to our most vibrant self. Moving on to the fingers, all the joints, massaging each finger. And as we're here, we can acknowledge that there's lots of crazy stuff going on in the world today. So much has happened this year, 2020. Just when we think that things are going back to normal, there's more change and more uncertainty. Some things are working, some things aren't so well. So we can remember times in our lives where we've faced challenges. We may have struggled and had what we perceive to be as setbacks. But after a while, we can look back on those times and see how it built us up to make us stronger and more resilient. So we remember these times to call in our resiliency, our strength, especially in times of challenge. So appreciating you, your family, for role modeling various skills, moving down to the wrists and the forearms. Feels light to remember, witnessing as I was growing up, how my parents positively faced challenging times and showed resilience and helped me so that as I was growing up, I could call on our work ethic, our health routines, various things to build strength. In yoga, our teachers remind us that first there is the fear, then there's the courage. And when we face our fear and we have courage to take a step forward or try that posture that might feel overwhelming, then comes the Ananda, also known as bliss. Go ahead and shake out your hands. Bring them back to your thighs, palms facing up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Tilt the chin down ever so slightly. And then take your awareness to your breath right as it's entering on that upper lip. If you remember from our other times, or if you're new today, go ahead and as you inhale, allow your belly, your low belly to grow soft and wide. Start the breath there. Inhaling, feeling that breath coming up the side body, all the way up to the shoulders. Feel the back of the neck. Feel as if you're growing taller. And then exhale down the nose slowly. Witnessing the shoulders return, the ribs come back together. And at the bottom of your breath, you'll naturally feel that belly button moving back towards the spine. Move at your pace just a couple more times. We refer to this as the 3-part yogic breath, allowing the belly and the diaphragm to grow big and wide, all the way up the side body, and then back down at your pace. One more time. Beautiful. Okay, let's do one of my favorite stress buster breath practices. I love to do this first thing in the morning as well, before I'm heading into a big presentation, or just have some stressful feelings inside of me. I can turn to this breath technique to help calm and balance both sides of my brain and hemispheres in my body. So this is called alternate nostril breathing, and we're going to use our thumb and our ring finger to close off each nostril, okay? So we'll start, you can close your eyes and keep that gaze in between the center, in between the eyebrows at about an inch up. We'll close the left nostril first, inhaling through the right. Pause at the top, switch, exhale through the left. Long, slow, and steady at your pace. Pause at the bottom, inhale left. Pause at the top, switch, exhale right. Good job, yogis. We'll do this a few more rounds. Inhale right. Pause at the top, switch, exhale left. Pause, inhale left. Pause, switch, exhale right. Last round, best round. Pause, inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Release both hands, release your hands. Inhale long, slow, and deep through both nostrils the next 3 rounds. This technique helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Notice if it's easier to breathe through both nostrils. Let's go ahead and take our knees wide. Our feet are flat on the floor. Stretch out those toes. Reach through those toes on the ground. Go ahead and lift them up and down. Taking your hands to your thighs. Inhale, open up. Look up. And then exhale, round everything like a kitty cat. Tuck that belly button back towards the spine. Drop the chin into the chest. We'll do this a few more rounds. Inhaling, opening up, stretching the entire spine. And then as you exhale, round everything. Slow, deliberate, and exaggerate the movements. Opening up the chest, the heart. Feel it all along the upper chest. Exhale, round everything. 2 more times. at your pace. Come back to center, pause, take one full breath, in and out. Inhale, open up that chest, look up. Exhale, begin to lean forward, hinging at the waist here. Pausing to bring your forearms to your thighs. Drop your chin into your chest and feel the length all along the back body. Depending on how you're feeling today, if you're feeling plenty length and stretching all along your back side, this may be your pose today. Stay here and breathe. If this feels easy for you and you'd like to take it further, just let your hands come to the floor and let your entire chest fall between your thighs. Long, slow, deep breaths here. What I want you to do is, with your awareness, visualize that big belly breath that we were practicing earlier and allow it, visualize it moving up the back side of the body, same way, so that as we inhale, we can imagine our low back, our kidneys, our psoas, filling up with fresh breath, fresh life. And then that energy moving up the spine to the head and neck. And then exhaling, feeling free to open the mouth and let out a nice ha as you exhale. Play with these variations that I'm offering and let it feel natural for you to move how you want to. Perhaps it feels good to shake your head no gently and yes. Perhaps it's easy for you to grab on to a leg of the chair and pull your torso closer towards the chair. You should feel this more in your thighs and where the bottom half of the body connects to the upper half. Stay here, 3 more breaths. Honoring where you are today. And with each exhalation, trusting that you're letting go of stagnant energy that may have been built up and stored in and around our hips, and the back. I've been hearing that doctors are saying that sitting is the new smoking. Ooh, that sounds awful. But because our lifestyles, we're just spending so much time driving or at the computer or on the couch, that it's helpful to take some time to work out this area that just gets like kind of stuck. So with that, we have just a few more minutes, but I want to come to the back of the chair. I want to make sure that we get some length all along the back of the body. So I'm going to move my chair out in front so that I can show you. I'm going to walk my legs back. I'm just going to let my head, my arms are about shoulder distance apart. I'm going to let my head and my shoulders, and my head and neck fall in between my shoulders. And it's all right. Stick the butt out. Stick the butt out. Press down through the balls of your feet. If it feels tight behind the knees, definitely bring a little bit of bend in the knees. Call this supported half dog. Should feel good all along the back. You can stay here, or you can release one hand, then the other, and just let the body hang. Grabbing onto the shins, the back of the ankles, maybe even the big toes. Long, slow breath here, utilizing that 3-part yogic breath like we've been practicing, so it fills the body up from the bottom to the top, and then releases. Go ahead and bend the knees. Begin to walk the body upright. Turn the chair. We've got just a couple minutes. I want to get some hips in. So let's come to the side of the chair. Take the right foot on the seat of the chair. The toes are pointing at about 2 o'clock. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. Go ahead and bend that standing knee if that's helpful. And let the whole body hang. It should feel really good in this right hip flexor where the femur bone comes into the hip socket, the psoas. You can stay here. You can also grab onto the legs of the chair and just pull your chest closer towards your thighs. Make sure you're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Inhale, press into your foot. Help the body come upright. Roll the shoulders back. Remove the foot from the chair, and we'll just come to the other side. Taking the time to get into the position so that we feel stable and supported under our right leg. Our left leg is at about 10 o'clock, like it's on the chair, but our toes are pointed towards about 10 o'clock. Inhale those arms all the way up, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the waist, going slowly. Bend that right knee just a little bit if that's helpful and feeling supported. Let your body hang. Long, slow, deep breaths here. Honoring that you may feel more tight, you may feel more open on this side, and this can change from day to day based on how we slept, what we've been eating, and more. Grab onto the legs of the chair somewhere if that feels good and available for you. If you notice that you're like squinching, you're tight in the face, back off some. That's a cue from our breath and our body that we're trying too hard. We don't need to do that here. This is a place we go slow and steady. 2 of your deepest breaths yet. Feeling the entire backside of the body, receive fresh breath, fresh energy. Exhale, stress and overwhelm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let go. Release your hands from the chair. Inhale, begin to help your body upright. Roll the shoulders, head and neck. And notice if you feel a little dizzy because you've had your head down below the heart, just take your time, move slowly. Remove the foot from the chair. And let's come back to sit comfortably. Go ahead and lean back in that chair. Take your right hand to your thighs. Rest your left hand inside so that the thumbs are touching. Go ahead and close your eyes and allow the breath to be slow and steady. Noticing any buzzing and tingling sensations happening in and around your thighs, your low back, your shoulders, head and neck. in this swift 30-minute practice, we've transformed from where we were at the top of the hour. What an honor it is to share in some of these simple practices to bring presence and alignment to your day. With your eyes closed and your awareness to all of the systems inside of your body working for you day in and day out without you even having to think about it. Sending some appreciation to our lungs, visualizing the lower lobes, the middle lobes, the upper lobes, just working harmoniously to take in this fresh breath, this fresh oxygen. Transform it and send it to the heart, within the heart. And its healthy ventricles and auricles, they send to all the veins and arteries. Fresh life, beautiful blood. Going to every cell of the body, offering us self-love. With your eyes closed and your gaze in between the eyebrow center, visualizing our body in perfect health. Seeing in our mind's eye us playing with children, playing outside, enjoying the movement and ability to dance, run, skip, and play. If we're not there yet, we hold the positive mindset of seeing ourselves maybe next week, maybe next month. We're holding that vision of vibrant health. And so it is. When you're ready, we'll open the eyes, roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, take the arms out wide, gather up all the aloha we've created today. Bring the hands back through prayer position at the heart. What an honor it's been to share in this time together. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining. It's so nice to see the comments and know who's here. Please let me know who's here. I'd love to know what you're working with in your body, what might be helpful so that I can create more content that's relevant for you. Happy to share in this practice. We'll be meeting again live at noon here on Live Yoga channel, and we'll be hosting the Trust Your Guts Club. It's our meetup. It's our weekly meetup. So bring all your digestive health questions. Today's focus, we're going to focus on food and emotions. I'll have some powerful how-tos, how we can begin to study our insulin response in our body and how that relates to cravings and sometimes how it can make us feel like it's out of control. So come back again at noon, bring your questions. Happy to share with you there. Also on Thursday, we're back at 7 a.m. Hawaii time for a full hour of classical hatha practice. Yoga works, and we're so happy to share it with you. So thanks so much. Like, subscribe, share this with your loved ones. Have a beautiful day. A hui hou.